The other item I wanted to show you was a gasifier camp stove. I showed you my alcohol jet stove, which is one option for cooking in the wilderness while you're camping, backpacking, hiking, scouting, whatever. Or you have the other option of using natural materials, which obviously there's going to be a lot more natural material available while you're out there. And what was in there was just some leftover char, wood, charcoal, some oak chips, and rather than wasting them, I save them and reuse them until they turn to ash. In any event, this is the gasifier wood stove, and I'm not going to demonstrate it. There's plenty of videos on these type of things, but basically you got a can that'll fit inside of one another. This is a metal tin can, which is kind of hard to find anymore. Usually they're all plastic, but if you happen to run across one of these, it's great because that'll give you a handle, which you can attach to your pack or just carry it if you will. So the way this is put together is you have a bunch of holes punched in the bottom, and this side here, the holes cut out for air to go right into the bottom of the fire chamber, and around here to allow air to pass up in between these two chambers. When that's slid down, there's a half-inch gap or a quarter and 3/8 of an inch gap in between the two, and these will allow the air to pass up through. Obviously, the heat is here, and the air will pass through there, and then in turn, once it reaches here, it'll pass through into where the fire is. This is where you get your quote-unquote afterburn, or your gasification burn, and you get your primary burn down there. But after, you'll notice when you fire these off, your fire gets down, and everything gets heated up. The air will, and this is preheated. Now you see, and most of these you see on the internet are only a one chamber or a 2-pot system. I made mine a 3-pot, just to give it a little bit more preheat. And I will say that I do need to add some more holes here to give it a little bit more air, because it does burn a lot better if I raise this above here to allow the proper amount of air to come in to the system. But push that down, and I used some JB Weld around there. That's magic stuff. JB Weld, you can use it for anything. Which, by the way, I carry in my pack, just 2 little tubes of it. You never know if you're going to have an equipment failure and you need to epoxy something back together. It's small, light, doesn't take up much room, and a lot of value for the amount of weight and space it takes up. So what you do is you load this up with your twigs, small twigs, as small as you can, and I'll demonstrate a little bit here. Just me and I just went and got some more wood. And basically you top load this thing like so. Obviously, what other way is there to load it? Load it up. And this is probably, a little boring to watch. I could have had all this ready to go, but you get the idea. You top load the thing, and once you get it full, you want to fill it up as much as you can, and then you stand it up and you light the thing from the top, and that will, again, just kind of like this. If you lit it where the oxygen and the air's coming in, you're going to burn it right away hot, and burn your stuff up. These you want to burn from the top down, and and that helps with the gasification. Otherwise, there's no other way to light it anyway. But that's the camp stove. You got several options for cooking when you're out there. Now see, if you had, not that one, I didn't polish the bottom of that one. But if you had this one, and your tinder, see, I'm holding that down in there just like that. And let's see if I can. I'll hold that on there for just a second. It's a little windy, so we won't be able to see any smoke come off of it, but I want to see if I can get a burn mark on it. Show you how effective that little thing is. Pull this out, and I'll do it right here. I can't show you because the camera's facing the wrong direction, but I'll hold this on here for a minute. It's pretty windy today, January 9th, but pretty warm in the sun. I'm sitting here with my shirt on. Blinding looking at it. No, I can't see nothing. Any event. That's the wood gasifier camp stove. Not sure the weight of it, but I'm going to guess it to be approximately 1.5 pounds.